Do you agree on this, that the type of character which Rakesh Roshan sketches for you, no other director is able to do that?
No, every director has his own needs in the script. He does not go by the actor, which is wrong. Neither does Dad. You can't say that okay, Hrithik is in the film, so I'll do this. That would work. I don't think that would work very well. It is the character should be a consequence of the idea. It should be a consequence of the story, of what kind of feel you want the audience to have when they leave the theater. These are all consequences of that big idea. So every director has his own conception, and it's up to the talent of the actor to make it look as fresh, as new as possible. Maybe I failed in doing that a couple of times with my other previous films, but that's what life is. You learn from your mistakes, and throughout your life, I mean, it's as long as you're not making the same old mistakes, you're on the right track. So I will be making new mistakes now, I know, but the point is that I will be evolving. I will not be making the same old mistakes. I will be growing. So I don't think the other filmmakers have used me, or I don't think so. I think they all were honest filmmakers who went wrong. We all went wrong. We all, as human beings, go wrong sometimes.
Being very honest, Hrithik, what kind of pressures the whole Roshan family were going through while the making of Koi Mil Gaya? Seeing in the mind that your previous film doesn't work. So what was the actual pressure?
Well, first of all, Koi Mil Gaya was not a consequence of my failed films. As in, the concept, the idea of Koi Mil Gaya came right after the success of Kaho Na Pyaar Hai. So it was not determined or from okay, what to do now. Hrithik's films have not fared well, so what to do now? No, it was the next step after Kaho Na Pyaar Hai. It was the next thing that Dad got in his head. So there was no pressure at all. The pressure was just to make a good film, which is great, because even if I sometimes had a feeling of that pressure, Dad was very instrumental in just making those fears vanish, that pressure vanish completely, because he was so confident of making a good film, and there was it wasn't made in the shadow of Kaho Na Pyaar Hai, which is very evident. If it was, then it would not have been what it is now. So it was made just as Dad's next film, and I was just his actor that suited this role. Every time I get an offer from Dad, if for me, because of the kind of upbringing I've had, for me it's always an offer from Rakesh Roshan, the director, and every time he even gives me an idea, I feel flattered. I feel, it's such a big thing now. He's taking me in his next film. I have to, I have to do my best. I have to live up to his expectations, because I've always been in awe of him. I never thought in my wildest dreams that I would ever work in my dad's film. So that's where I come from. I thought I would start my life off working in another film with some other director, hopefully good. But every time I get an offer from him, I'm absolutely, I feel like this is the biggest thing in the world, and I have to do my best, and I have to give it my best, because I have to match up to his expectations. I have to match up to him.
Do you think in any way you relate to the character Rohit which you played in Koi Mil Gaya?
Yes, I did actually. I think relate to Rohit more than I have related to any other character that I have played so far. Because I guess all of us in our childhood have walked that path one time or the other. The path of being embarrassed, the path of not matching up to your peers, peer pressure. Sometimes you don't look good enough. Sometimes you make a fool of yourself. You're not intelligent enough. somebody dances better than you, you can't dance, you're shy, there are girls, you know, so many various things, and every child goes through that. So I got Rohit from my childhood. Rohit, in very simple terms, is an extension of my childhood, an extension of me, basically. So yes, I relate to him a lot.